We'll start off with a bit of a sleep assessment. So I'm just going to toss out some questions and let me know just about your own personal experiences, and then we'll move on later to some relevant tips with regards to sleep hygiene. All right, so we'll start off just by, if anyone wants to share how they feel about how much sleep they get, and kind of describing what your sleeping patterns are usually like. Does anyone want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start.
Sure. April?
So my main problem is I have a difficult time falling asleep. So I'm usually stirring and trying to get all of the tasks done at the end of the day. I'm not able to settle. So then once I get into bed, my mind is kind of racing and it's hard to shut it off.
All over the place. Okay.
Yeah. And I only end up getting like 4 or 5, 6 hours of sleep, which isn't enough to feel energetic the next day. So.
All right. Okay. Well, I think that a lot of us can relate to that. So thank you for sharing. Great. All right. So if anyone else wants to share how many times they wake up at night, how many times do you feel yourself rising from sleep and then falling back asleep afterwards? Yeah. Well, maybe
I feel like I wake up a lot during the night.
Yeah.
Obviously because of this little baby here, but to feed her. But I also have a lot of anxiety about the SIDS risk. So.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. That's a fair concern. All right.
I wake up quite a lot.
And then when you wake up, do you find that it's difficult for you to fall back asleep, or are you up usually for a little bit of time once you're awake?
No, I'm up quite a while. Yeah, about an hour. So.
About an hour. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, Annie, and thank you for joining us through telehealth. It's great to have you with us. All right. So we'll move on to the next question here.
I think Rachel wanted to add.
Oh, I was just going to add
Rachel,
in.
yes, absolutely.
I wake up quite frequently throughout the night, usually because I have to go to the bathroom. I think I drink maybe too much water before bed, but I usually wake up like 3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times.
Sometimes I fall back asleep really quick, but other times my mind kind of wanders, like April said, so I end up not being able to fall asleep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for adding, and again, if you guys want to jump in at any point with any of the questions, then feel free to do so. All right. So, our next question: how do you usually feel when you wake up in the morning? Are you feeling tired, or are you feeling sometimes like you have energy and it tapers off later in the day? If anyone has anything to share about that, Jenny.
I almost never wake up feeling rested. I'm always tired. I too get about 5 hours of sleep a night, and usually have a hard time shutting off my brain. Got a toddler during the day, and then I'm doing online school at night, and then I often have a hard time unwinding. So then I usually wake up with my baby, so I never get a chance to sleep in, and I'm always tired.
Okay. Yeah, definitely when you have children, I'm sure that it becomes more of a struggle, and I think a lot of us can relate to that. So thank you for sharing, Jenny. And how about in terms of anxiety? Do any of you ever feel like you can't turn your brain off, like your mind is racing at any point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think like April kind of mentioned that. I think I struggle with that too, where a lot of the activities that I do before bed are pretty physical, or I'm on my phone with like a lot of TV time, that the screen time can kind of make me stay up a lot later than I probably should, and then I have a hard time falling asleep.
I agree. Yeah, I have a TV in my bedroom, and a lot of the times I'm watching TV until I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So recently I've tried to do like headspace, like mindful meditation, and shut the TV off.
Yeah.
So it's helping a little bit, but I still find my mind kind of wanders on other things I should be doing, or schoolwork.
And thinking about what you got to do the next day.
Yeah, thinking about all the stuff that didn't get finished that you need to do. Yeah.
The to-do lists.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard a tip that if you have like anxiety about like what needs to be done the next day, just keep a pen and paper by your bed and like write it down so you just get it out of your mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
So
such a
you
good
don't have to
idea.
worry
That's
about
a
it.
great
Yeah.
idea.
I should
Yeah.
try that.
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it.
Thanks
That
for sharing
helps.
that tip, Rachel. That's awesome.
That is a good tip. I like
Okay.
that.
And what if you find yourself doing a lot of physical activities before bed? When usually are you doing those activities? Like an hour before you go to bed, or kind of in the middle of the day, and you're still feeling the effects of that? I know you touched on that a little bit, Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually I work out late in the night, so then I find like I have too much energy. It takes me a long time to wind down.
Oh, okay, late evening workouts. Okay, yeah.
I typically work out in the morning, so I usually work out about 9 a.m. And I do find that the odd time I work out in the evening, I can't sleep. So I think that definitely impacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've all kind of felt the effects of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try and work out in the morning just to avoid
Okay.
that. I
I
do
did
go for
try-
nighttime walks, though.
Yeah, and I
Help
tried
me
yoga
fall asleep.
before bed. That seemed to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
nice.
good. Okay, so
Try
a little
that.
bit of gentle activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stretching and just not anything.
Calming the
extreme.
body down, yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
And I know, Rachel, you touched on having a screen in your bedroom and you're finding that the light is kind of bothering you, and you're finding that you're on the watching TV or on the laptop quite late. How about the rest of you? Is anyone else? Does anyone else have a electronic screen in the room that they find they're
Yep.
using quite late? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something
Phone's
everyone.
like right beside my
And
bed.
phone, of
It's
course.
my alarm clock.
And
Fair enough.
And I feel like I need to unwind. Like I'm on the computer doing like reading
Yeah.
and work, and then I feel like after that I just need something mind numbing. So I'll play
Yeah.
a game on my phone, or I'll watch something stupid on TV, and I just feel like I need that unwind time.
Yeah. I
Where
think that's what
like,
I
I don't
use
even
it
want to
as.
read because I'm like, it's just too much work at this
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
Someone recently told me to get an adult coloring book because I said that I need my phone to like unwind.
Yeah.
But it's thought like the light from your phone is supposed to kind
Yeah,
of mess with your
Because the
ability
ions
to
are
sleep.
actually bad for you.
Yeah,
They
it's just,
actually
and
stimulate you.
someone told me to read a book, and I said I don't want to read a book. I
Yeah.
want to I'm just want to do nothing basically.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not something
Um,
where your mind's working. so
Yeah,
yeah,
and
so
someone
that-
told me that they bought an adult coloring book, and so
I
they're
have
coloring
one.
at night.
I have one
Yeah.
Never
Do
used
you?
it, but again.
Well, maybe you should.
That's a great suggestion. Yeah, something just to wind down your mind,
Yeah.
right? After a long day. Okay, all right. Well, it looks like we've got a lot of great assessment data. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your personal experiences, and you, Annie, for tuning in with us. So I'll just pass a sheet around, and we can all write our emails down, and I'll be sending out some more tips, and then we can discuss that a little bit more.